If the question is, would I participate in the commencement of the annual Purge, the answer is yes, I would. I have a little bit of a score to settle with the creator of a little film called The Last Airbender. Yeah, I'm coming. In the Purge, America is a new nation. Unemployment is at 1%, crime is at its all-time low. And why is that? Because for 1 day a year, for 12 hours, everything shuts down. Hospitals, 911, everything shuts down. Crime is legal. Pretty much like Black Friday, but for criminals. We follow a suburban family who actually makes their living off of this one night. And they become targeted to a bunch of killers outside their house when they find out that the victim that they're trying to kill is hiding within their home. I was really looking forward to The Purge. I thought this was such a clever, ingenious sort of premise. I'm a huge fan of the slasher genre. It's one of my favorite genres in horror. I love home invasion films. There's nothing more terrifying than someone trying to invade a place where you're supposed to feel safe. I had a lot of fun with this film. This film is great. I thought the tension of this film was really, really good. There's a lot of great suspense in this film. I like how most of this film takes place in one location. You get associated with that location, which helps make the film more engrossing, more engaging, and more frightening and terrifying throughout because you know the location that you're in. I love Ethan Hawke, especially when he does horror films. I don't know if Daybreakers you would classify as a horror movie, but he was great in that, and he was fantastic and sinister, and I loved him in this. I thought the killers in this movie were absolutely creepy with their mask and their face. I thought Reese did a fantastic job as like sort of the real sort of villain in this film. If I had to make a gripe, I will admit that some human logic does go out the window at times, where you do find yourself sort of yelling at the family like, no, don't do that, don't do that. But I mean, come on, that's just part of the horror genre, you know. Characters make bad decisions just to push the plot forward. Also, the film looked really good. This film takes place predominantly all at night, and you had a clear vision of what was going on. What I'm about to say is in no way a criticism, but a compliment. You don't have to see The Purge in theater. I think this film will actually hold up really well at home, which is a huge compliment you can actually give. Most films rely so much on the sound design that you really have to see it in the theaters in order to actually get scared with it. Like the Paranormal Activity films, I always think, while I enjoy them, you have to see them in the theater. This, you don't have to. If you want a good, original horror film that you can watch as the clock strikes midnight alone in the dark, then The Purge is a good example. I also love sort of the social commentary that The Purge sort of has on America. I also love the sort of psychological aspects when they start talking about how we have this sort of like rage that we have up inside of us that we just need to like release out onto the world. The Purge is the type of movie that I would buy, put it in the collection, and be proud to see it sit on the shelf. It's clever enough, it has some good suspense, good tension, a couple of good scares with some fine acting, and it looks good. As a score goes, I'm going to give The Purge a 4 out of 5. It's nothing monumental or anything new, but it is a good, well-executed sort of horror thriller that I had a lot of fun watching. So there you have it. That was my review of The Purge. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please comment down below. Let me know, what did you think of The Purge? Do you like this premise, or do you think it's absolutely ridiculous? I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So until next time, you guys, I am the Slasher Movie Reviewer, and you guys just been slashed.